Devil May Cry is a video game series that stars devil hunters Lady, Dante, and Trish, and their adventures in fighting cults, cult leaders, a powerful demon, another powerful demon, a crazy alchemist, to even fighting their own family. With all of this happening in the span of 5 games, each one filled with stylistic fighting styles that make you feel cool and unstoppable once you've mastered them. And with environments that are filled with Gothic and Renaissance era architecture that made every single section in these games feel alive and otherworldly. But between these 5 games was the Devil May Cry anime, specifically taking place between Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 2, and it's pretty underwhelming. For starters, I just want to make it clear that there will be spoilers in this video, but also that I have really mixed feelings about this show, so I'll be pointing out things I liked and disliked about the show. But with that out of the way, let's jump into the Devil May Cry anime. Whenever I think about Devil May Cry, or as a matter of fact, when anyone thinks about Devil May Cry, what comes to mind is a white-haired badass fighting through hordes of demons with his 2 guns Ebony and Ivory, and who loves to sit around and eat pizza all day. And I mean a lot of pizza. But what makes it so fun is to be able to control this character, making him do flips and tricks and combos that make you feel like a powerful force not to be messed with. But when you take that element away and try to transfer this character into another medium that isn't a video game, it can become rather difficult to write a story that's compelling, especially a story that allows your old fans to still be entertained by a character they love and have newcomers enjoy a franchise they know nothing about. And it's this where the problem lies with the DMC anime and its main character, Dante. Up until 2005, DMC had released 3 games, each one telling a different story of Dante's life, the first being when Dante was an adult, the second when he's a little older, and the third being the origin of his story, and a Dante which was much cooler than anything we've seen before. And for the most part, these games basically tell you Dante is pretty overpowered, so when coming up with a story that doesn't require gameplay to help carry the experience, the story becomes stale pretty fast, which does happen with the anime, and that's solely because Dante, aside from fighting world-ending enemies, he doesn't have anything to really do. The show itself follows the monster of the week structure, something you would like see in JoJo's or some superhero shows, but along with these shows comes new powers, new interesting enemies, and cool character arcs. But with the Devil May Cry anime, it doesn't do that. Dante can be entertaining for so long, and for most of the show, it feels like a jumble of short stories. And Dante can be more of a side character with subtle actions here and there developing his character, with one full episode diving a little into his past, which is arguably one of the best episodes of the entire show. The animation is okay, but definitely takes a dive at certain points. Also, you would think that since Studio Madhouse was one of the more popular studios at the time, they would think to do something cool with Dante, and we'd get to see some signature moves like the Stinger or High Time, but we never get that, and it's such a lost opportunity because I think Dante's moves would really shine if done correctly in animation. The other problem the show suffers from is a lackluster final villain that we don't get to know anything about other than he wants power to rule hell and the human world. And while he does have a goal, there's been many villains who had the same goals that are way more interesting in the main games. However, one thing that's cool about him is how clever he can be during some portions of the show, and he actually does one-up Dante, which is really hard to do. But, and you guys know there was a but coming, but I wish they would have explored that side of him more. But for that to happen, we need more episodes or less side quests and more main stories, since episodes 1, 11, and 12 is the main plot of the show, and 2 to 10, 8 episodes are set up. But hey, that's just me talking, and if you like the show the way it is, then hey, I'll give you a cookie and let you enjoy things. And that's the end of the video. Goodbye. I'm tired. Wait, hold on. Fuck, I have half a page left. When making the title for this video, it was definitely because of how I felt and for clickbait purposes. But I do genuinely know why someone would enjoy this anime, and it's definitely not for its plot, but for the relationships Dante has throughout the 12 episodes. How Lady and Trish both interact with Dante and with each other, and making Dante pay the bill for their one-day shopping spree together will never not be funny. Or Morrison being this cooler version of Sully from Uncharted and loves to shit on Dante for being broke, and giving him even more shit when he doesn't want to take the job as a babysitter. Or Patty beating Dante at poker and constantly reminding him how much he sucks at it. And I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of people who shit on Dante in this show. I kind of feel bad for him. But the coolest thing by far is how the show humanizes Dante more than we've ever seen before. Every encounter allows us to unravel Dante even more, how he doesn't help people for money but because he cares. And while each of these relationships are really beautiful and cool, but just like everything else in life, they don't last. And what we do find is a character who's lost the important things in his life, and that most of the time when no one's watching, he's lonely and full of sadness, only for when DMC 4 and 5 to come along and we can finally see him a little happier. When he meets Nero, when he gets his brother back, and it's nice to see that he's doing okay. And I think while the anime not being perfect, it's definitely a solid part of the Devil May Cry lore to develop Dante as a character. And we can see his journey from being alone to finding people he cares about, which is why despite its imperfect state, you could watch this anime, but you don't have to. If you want, you can just stick to the games. Thanks for watching the video, and thanks for 800 subs, and for watching that SBR video I made months ago. I think it's at 98k right now, and that's a crazy number to think about. But thanks everyone who saw that video and the feedback on how to make my videos better from some of you. And it's something that I really appreciate. And while I won't guarantee that those ideas will ever cross over to every video I make, but I'll do my best to make, a fun video. But like and subscribe if you are new here, turn on bell notifications if you want to get notified whenever I do upload. But this has been GR Chris. See you in the next one. Peace.